Hi there, my name is Somi Mehrabi and I'm a management consultant at Decisioning. Today we are going to get familiar with two of our partners, Vizlib and AnyChart. We will investigate their super exciting extensions. You may think, what is the intention of using extra extensions? Aren't Qlik Sense widgets good enough? The answer is not a simple yes or no. Qlik Sense and its widgets provide the infrastructures and building blocks of reporting, dashboarding, and visualization in a good and reasonable way. On the other hand, these third-party extensions are like VIP citizens of this reporting infra. It means they can take your regular dashboard to the next level. They provide more information in less space, and they are ultimately luxurious. So let's take a look at them. The first one is Vislip. From a tiny startup, Vislip has grown into a dynamic customer-focused company, helping over 700 enterprise customers to transform their data reporting into data storytelling. Vislip builds powerful value-added products for Qlik Sense in 5 categories: Vislip Library, Vislip Self-Service, Vislip Finance, Vislip Collaboration, and Vislip Gantt. These feature-rich, intuitive Qlik Sense solutions empower data-driven organizations to extend their current analytics capabilities and uncover meaningful insights faster than ever before. You can make data talk and help users become more engaged with your dashboards. Leveraging these ready-to-use extension products, organizations go from mere data reporting to data storytelling in seconds, significantly boosting their time to market for new Qlik Sense projects. When you use Vizlib, you will drive Qlik Sense adoption, improve agility and speed, build swank dashboards, and no coding required. Powerful on the inside, intuitive on the outside. There are a lot of different charts and visualizations provided by Vizlib. During this demo, I will cover some of the most interesting ones. Today, I'm going to introduce the Vizlib Gantt, Vlip Container, Vizlib Calendar, and Viztips. Okay, the first widget I want to introduce is Gantt Chart. We believe data could tell the most accurate story, right? Do you need to track your projects or events based on data? Using Vislip Gantt, you can easily manage, display, organize, and report on projects. Vislip Gantt is an intuitive project reporting tool for Qlik Sense. It gives you the opportunity to automate and extract your reporting and make it visual and easy for executives to understand. It allows to manage your projects and events more productively. It is fully compatible with imprinting, exporting to PDF, PowerPoint, Mashups, and mobile. If you are going to visualize projects' workflows or timelines and deadlines of tasks, upcoming events and activities, or generally any kind of event management dataset in a very nice and intuitive way, Vislip Gantt is the best possible way to do that. It's an excellent solution for managers of all industries. Vislip Gantt is the most intuitive project planning timeline extension for Qlik Sense. It is powerful with capabilities such as HTML tooltips, dynamic markers and milestones, progress bar, and more. Using Vislip Gantt, you have a lot of options such as project planning, resource planning, looking at the big picture, and visualizing the process, and even more. Using filtering, you can easily switch between different projects. When you are coping with large and lengthy projects, you can smoothly make use of groups declutter so that you can focus on what really matters. You can also focus on the details of a specific phase in a project, or you can simply get rid of the details and just see the summarized information. Custom tooltips enrich projects with additional context by showing images, additional metrics, and event document previews. Progress bar tracks progress against budgets or deadlines as your date changes. You'll exactly know how much work there is left to do. This is a common situation for BI developers, data engineers, and data analysts, that during exploring data, sometimes you may come across some data anomalies, null or missed values, or non-standard and out-of-scale values, and you want to fix these issues immediately. It is usually a complicated process to connect to the data source via a piece of software like Secure Workbench and find that a specific row and column and manipulate the value. What if there is a solution to solve the problem on the fly during data exploration? By using Vislib writeback and Vislib input form, Vislib Gantt becomes an even more powerful tool. Using the input form, you can allow users to add new tasks as they wish. When you are done, this loads instantly. You can easily use this to improve data quality and facilitate data accuracy process. Using Vislip buttons and Vislip filters, you could take the Gantt to the next level and modify the layout and change the scope of data on the fly. Next widget is Vlip Container. Different people have different preferences when it comes to visualizing data. Some people prefer graphs like classical histogram, whereas pie charts appeal to others. Using the Vizlip container, you can take advantage of limited screen real estate, or be able to show different visualization based on the user accessing the charts, or even which charts they need. If you are a BI developer or a business analyst, accelerate the build time and improve the functionality of your dashboards with the Vizlip container. You can create a selection of preset objects and a responsive grid mode. Equipped with Vizlip actions, the container grid can add a guided analytics experience. Vizlip Calendar is a customizable, easy-to-use control component for Qlik Sense. You could style your calendar according to your company brand, which is really great, isn't it? Next extension is AnyChart. By using AnyChart, it's easy for any developer to integrate beautiful charts into any mobile, desktop, or web product. AnyChart today is a data visualization layer for thousands of great products. AnyChart works with any database and runs on any platform. The source code is open. You can download and edit it, resulting in great flexibility. AnyChart is a flexible JavaScript-based solution that allows developers to embed interactive and great-looking charts and dashboards into any web, standalone, or mobile project. Whether you need to enhance your website with better reporting, embed dashboards into your on-premise and SaaS systems, or build an entire new product, AnyChart covers all your data visualization needs. Have you ever been trying to visualize stock market signals in an easy-to-understand and still augmented way? AnyStack is a lightweight JavaScript charting library that allows adding interactive high-performance financial or timeline-based charts into any desktop, web, and mobile projects. It is platform agnostic. It works with any database and runs on any platform. Integration samples and plugins are available for the most popular development stacks. Pre-built technical indicators and drawing tools let you easily analyze your information and make right decisions. AnyStock offers extensive customization options that help you to build stock charts according to the best industry standards. What if we need some way to inform people about organizational metrics like KPIs and OKRs? One of the most amazing charts to visualize these critical variables is the gauge chart. Using circular gauges, you can easily illustrate KPIs in a comparable manner. It means you can enable the dashboard audience to effectively compare KPIs and metrics. You can also make use of linear gauge to express the status of person's variables. And there is a vast number of different charts, each of which for a specific need. which is always good. The more the merrier. Let's look at some use cases to see what we could do with this amazing extension. The first one is explore COVID-19 symptoms search trends. In the meantime, as the pandemic persists, COVID-19 remains one of the hottest subjects among data visualization experts and enthusiasts all over the world. I'm sure that you've seen a lot of charts and visualizations related to this topic. Google's team charted aggregated search trends for 400 signs and symptoms from the COVID-19 search trends database shared by Google in early September. Choose a symptom, like fever on the picture, and you'll be able to explore the relative volume of the respective searches across the United States, along with its nationwide change over the past 3 years. Then you can focus on some of the most frequent symptoms by looking at the additional charts. On the map, purple countries had more searches related to fever than typical for the country. Fewer related searches took place in green countries, and some countries have insufficient data to map. Some of the most common symptoms are listed with a chart showing the distribution of search frequency aggregated over all countries and weighted by population. You can click on one of them to examine geographic patterns on the map. Second one, which I really like, is subnational view of COVID-19 situation in Europe. The WHO Regional Office for Europe launched an interactive map that provides a detailed subnational view of the coronavirus statistics within Europe region. Officially announced in late August, the project graphically represents open data from a number of official sources, including regional, national, and international authorities. The map is cropped, showing the scale of COVID-19 outbreak in each individual region. It is possible to switch between three views based on what kind of incident per 100,000 people you would like to explore. You could select between 7-day, 14-day, or cumulative. Additionally, total case counts in absolute values are displayed as bubble shining in blue. You can click on a region to see the exact number. On the left side, there is a list of all regions presented on the map. It can be sorted by 7 days, 14 days, and cumulative incidence from high to low. Next one is London Solar Opportunity. The UCL Energy Institute developed an interactive tool that makes it easy to explore the estimated solar energy potential of all buildings and open land in London. The main visualization is a map which colors all buildings according to the estimated annual output. Both solar thermal installations and photovoltaic solar panels are taken into account. You can click on a building to see more detailed information on the solar opportunity it has. For instance, in addition to the estimated annual output, you can also see the estimated installed potential, or average potential per square meter, or viable area, carbon saving, and more. A polar chart visualizes the potential by surface orientation. The last one is explore noise pollution in Brussels. A data science company made a fascinating interactive data visualization under the title Noise City. Embracing a map and a gauge, this project allows everyone to explore noise pollution in Brussels, the capital of Belgium. What makes this presentation especially interesting in addition to beautiful, neat view of the data, is audibility. Turn on the sound, volume up, and click on with sound button once you've opened the visualization. Then hover over the map and you'll hear the noise, which is usual for their respective place. The circular gauge on the left displays the annual average noise intensity in decibels as you mouse around. For more information, please check out our website. And you are more than welcome to drop a call or send us an email to investigate more details, because there is a lot to discuss about these products. And we are partnered with some other companies in this area, so we could provide you with a more customized solution. Now Tyron will take you to Mashup's tour. Tyron, over to you.
All right, thank you for that, Somi. Hi there, my name is Tyron Diedrichs and I am a UX design consultant at Decision Inc. And today I will be giving you a short presentation on Qlik Mashups. I'll be running through what they are, how they work, very basically, and how they can be benefit to you. I'll also show you a few use cases and we'll also do a walkthrough of one of our clients' mashups that we built for them. So without any further delay, let's just jump right into it. So what is a mashup? I've used the Gartner definition here just to give a basic overview, but a mashup is an assembly of existing software and data services into web-based solutions. And to put that in a simpler way, if we look at the diagram at the bottom of the page, a user or a visitor can view a website, or whether that's an intranet or whether it's an externally facing website, and they are met with a front-end web layer, which is essentially a bunch of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and a few other web technologies, which then customize the appearance, so the look and feel of a front end, all the while using API requests to gather information from various data sources, cloud platforms, and REST services. In our particular situation, we leverage Qlik as the data source and also utilize their API requests to dynamically change data on the front end of the web layer. So a way that I like to look at it is I've made this little diagram over here for previous presentation, but as we can see, we are gathering the data from various sources, whether it's IoT type devices, or whether we got employee data, customer data, or even external data sources like partners. We want to use the mashup as a centralized source of information. So not everyone within the organization is a data analyst. They might know the data, they might know how to use the data, but they don't know the how to dissect that data and make it into a digestible piece of information. So utilizing mashups, we can take that complicated back-end transformation of the data and put it into a user-friendly central hub for them to look at that data. Some examples of how we've made mashups is quite a popular one that we've been doing recently is some executive level reporting. And how this works is we took the Qlik engine and we said, okay, let's go and dissect the information that we've been given and turn it into some key metrics that the executives will be interested in. And we set up this idea of having a set of cards. So each card will then have a RAG status, so whether it's red, amber, or green. We've got the key metric, we've got a variance, and we've got a trend line. So really simple to understand pieces of information on a page. Now, the next step, of course, is we don't want to just see a group of metrics. We want to try and understand and analyze what we're being shown. So we then have a category section which allows us to filter down a level, and we also, for instance, we might want to see what's going wrong. So we go and we're able to filter down to only the issues that we're seeing. So not the stuff that's doing well. We want to see what's going wrong. The step beyond that is then, okay, now we can see where things are going wrong. We'd like to also have the ability to have a little bit of a better understanding of that data. So by clicking on a card, it opens up a panel that will then go, hey, here's some sub-metrics, some additional information around the metric that we're looking at. And we're also able to have some visualizations that explain the story a little bit further to the person viewing the dashboard. Similarly, using a same idea of a mashup, we're also able to distribute this data to internal and external agents and employees. So using things like SharePoint for intranets or maybe Salesforce for a CRM, we're able to embed the Qlik analytics dashboards in an exciting, interesting way, and then utilizing the authentication methods from both Qlik and the platform, we're able to then filter down that data so that it only shows the relevant information to those people. So whether that is masking some data so that they can only see their lines of business, or maybe an insurance agency, we're able to use these different methods to show only the information that they need to see. The third example that I'm going to be giving you today is public data. So open data is another word that we use for it. So for instance, one of our clients was CIRA, and they required to show the public how the New South Wales compensation scheme was performing. And so they came to us, and previously they had a PDF and Excel report which was manually put together by people within the organization. It took around 3 months to compile. So in the end, the data was quite slow and was quite late to the public. And also it took quite a lot of resources within the organization to put this together. So we came up, gave them the option of this mashup, and it would be embedded in their website, and it was able to extract data and then transform and provide security rules to that data so we can put it on their website and make it available to the public. Now I'm going to take you on a short walkthrough on their mashup. I've provided the URL at the bottom of the page, so if you'd like to go and have a look at it after this presentation, you're more than welcome to. But I'm going to show you a few examples of what we put in there and why they're so cool. All right, and here we have the mashup. This shouldn't look too out of the ordinary. It looks like a website, which it is. You can see I got the navigation menu at the top here. And what we have is embedded analytics in the CIRA website. As you go down, you can see we've got some key metrics over here. We've got a bar chart. We've got some other visualizations. We've got a donut. We've got some donuts down over here for the people who like the donuts. But the power in this mashup lies in what we can do with the data. So, for instance, if I show you this reportable claims over here, I make a selection and the data changes. Now, this is not hard-coded. This is not cached data. What this is a live link to the Qlik QAP, which uses the Qlik engine to make all these calculations. So every time I click a button, it sends a request to Qlik. Qlik calculates it, and we get that result on the front end. Now, where this comes, where this is really powerful is the fact that we're able to load data, transform data, and have it ready to be viewed on a front end instantaneously. As soon as the data model is loaded, we have access to it. What that means is we don't need anyone with extensive web development skills. Once the website is built, you need a bit of maintenance, of course, but the rest of it is all maintained on the back end in Qlik. So every little bit of information here is all managed on the back end, and no one on the front end has to do anything. An example of how they can be quite powerful is with the pandemic that recently, or the world pandemic hit everyone, they wanted to, or CIRA wanted to show the claims that were made regarding coronavirus. So we were able to, in very short amount of time, get a new data set, put it into the data model, build this little piece here, and embed it on their website. And again, fully interactive. You can see cumulative numbers, daily numbers, go back in time, see what's happening. And this is a daily report as well, so it's loaded into the data model every day. And yeah, quite a pretty powerful piece of toolkit to have to be able to embed this that quickly onto a web page. Beyond these basic KPIs, we actually are able to use it as a genuine data analytics tool. So they wanted to show some people who were more data inclined, to have a granular level view of the same data set. So instead of just having one or two things to view, you now have this more traditional looking data analytics dashboard. And by that I mean we've got some KPIs along the top here, we've got a bar chart, we've got a table, and we've got a plethora of filters on the left hand side. So the way we can use this is we can make some selections, delete a selection, make multiple selections, go back and clear all the data. And where this becomes really powerful is now we're able to take this data and really get a real meaningful story out of what we saw on the front page. For instance, I might go, okay, see what's happening with self-insurers. Let's change this table to a view of the mechanism of injury. And let's go have a look at a particular industry. So let's look at manufacturing. Now, a few things have happened. Obviously, the data has been filtered down to a smaller subset of that data, but also we've utilized the Qlik engine to restrict access. So we don't want personally identifiable information available to the public. So using a calculation for a threshold, we're able to limit any information that goes below the threshold. And as you can see here, it's all restricted, so no one's able to see what's going on with that data for that month. Another thing we can do is utilizing Qlik Endprinting, which is another tool from Qlik, a reporting tool. We're able to take the data that's available on this page and make it as a downloadable Excel. So where previously they had to manually create these Excel files themselves, we're now able to use the same data model and produce a set of Excel documents which show the same data as we get, but just in an static Excel sheet, static Excel spreadsheet rather than the dynamic mashup. So just more things available to us for use in a mashup. I'm going to stop there for now. Hopefully I've given you a fairly decent understanding of how mashups work, how they could be beneficial to you. If you do have any more questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. We'll try and answer them as best as we can. Well, thank you. That's all from me. Till next time.